Hello once again and welcome to another training video here at Run Boutique. In this video, we're going to be focusing on branding your business. So without any time wasting, let's get right into it. So what is branding? Branding is the process involved in creating a unique name and image for a product in the customer's mind. So in simple terms, branding is all about how customers will identify you when you launch your business. How would they see you? How do customers perceive your business? What differentiates you from your competitors? Okay, so your brand is basically that thing that makes you unique. What makes you unique? What makes you stand out from your competitors? When customers think about your brand, what is the first thing that crosses their mind? Okay, so when you think about brands like Nike, for example, when you see the tick, you know it's Nike. Okay, so how will customers perceive your business? What is the first thing that clicks in the mind when they think about your business? So you need to make sure your brand is unique. You need to make sure it stands out from the crowd. You need to make sure that you differentiate yourself from your competitors as well, and make sure you build a good reputation out there with your customers. The way you present yourself out there will also make your brand. Okay, so there's a good example of Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. Now, these are all sodas, okay? The taste is not very different between the two of them. If you tried Pepsi and you tried Coca-Cola, for example, in terms of the taste, the differences are not that major. There's just a tiny little bit of a taste difference there, okay? So customers will first of all identify these brands from number one, the name. The names are different. Secondly, you've got the colors different as well. As you can see, there's Coca-Cola has got white and red. Pepsi, on the other hand, has got blue, it's got white, it's got a little bit of red there as well. Okay, so the colors are different already. Now, so these are visual differences of the brands. Okay, Coca-Cola have a reputation and Pepsi have their own reputation as well. And that's the reason why some people prefer Pepsi and others prefer Coca-Cola. The way they sell themselves, the way they advertise themselves, the way the products taste is different as well. So this is what makes this brands unique as well. And you can see there's a logo as well. The logos are different for Coca-Cola and Pepsi, and customers can easily identify these brands from the logo. Okay, so the way you brand yourself will differentiate you from your competitors. This is how customers will identify you, and the way you present yourself out there will also help the customers decide on whether or not to go with your brand or whether or not to go with your competitors. However, your brand is what makes you unique and what makes you stand out from the crowd. Okay, so how do you brand yourself? Okay, as I've shown you in the previous example, there's many different ways you can brand yourself. That could be in the colors that you go for your product. That could be on your logo. Okay, so your logo is the number one thing that differentiates you from every other brand out there. Okay, because no one out there is going to have the exact logo as you, because your logo has your business name and it has your business slogan, what your business is all about. Your business name again differentiates you from your competitors because you cannot have the exact business name as everybody else out there. So you need to make sure your business name is unique and stands out from the crowd. This is how your customers again will perceive you. The slogan is basically what your business stands out to offer to your customers. So what are the benefits out there? What do you want to give customers? What makes you different from everybody else out there? Okay, that will be in your slogan as well. Your website, again, very different from everybody else. Your website will have a lot of different colors, you'll have different images, and again, that differentiates you from every other brand out there. Your reputation again is how your customers perceive you. What are you known for? Okay, so this again will help to brand you. Now, have you ever asked yourself why someone would purchase a purse from, a very expensive store for £200, and then that same exact purse is selling at just a normal retail shop for about £20, and people would rather go purchase that purse from a higher end store as opposed to a normal brand store? It's exactly the same product, but just the different prices. Why would someone rather spend so much money on one company rather than spend way lower in another company for the same product? The reason for this is simply because of the way the companies have branded themselves. Now, the high-end store have probably done a lot of marketing, they've done a lot of advertising, they've probably got some celebrity endorsements and things like that. This is how they've branded themselves. So a lot of people would rather go and buy from these people because they know that brand, okay, for one way or the other, rather than buy from a high street brand, for example. The same way you have people who prefer to buy from high street brands as opposed to, the high-end designer stores. So again, it's how your customers perceive you, and what type of customers you aim to attract as well. So it doesn't mean that the customers buying from the low end store are buying low quality products. It just means that they've branded themselves differently. Okay, So your brand can make or break your business. So make sure you spend a lot of time. Make sure you invest in, the colors, how you advertise yourself, and all that information. Okay. So what are the next steps? This was a very quick video talking about branding, because there's not a lot to talk about branding, to be honest, but the Run Boutique Academy goes into a lot of detail and shows you more in-depth strategies to brand yourself and to make yourself stand out from the crowd. Okay. So if you want to find out more, once again, then make sure to check out the Run Boutique Academy, which goes into a lot of detail and shows you how to brand your business and stand out from the crowd. Once again, I hope you found this training useful today, and I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow for our next training video.